All right, so we just wrapped up our examination, our brief introduction to epistemology, and now we're going to turn to a closely related area of philosophy, metaphysics, the study of reality. So again, along with epistemology, metaphysics is a very foundational subfield in academic philosophy. We're always asking questions about knowledge and reality and how we could tell the difference with regard to all sorts of different phenomena, right? So again, later in the semester, for example, we'll worry about whether there are any objective moral values. Do they make up the fabric of existence and reality? Or are all moral values some kind of construction or an artifice of some kind, right? So a question about the reality of morality there. This is such a central notion to philosophy. Metaphysics is so central to philosophy, it seems kind of baked into it, right? Plato's allegory of the cave, which is often used to characterize philosophy and the pursuit of wisdom and moving from a state of ignorance into a state of wisdom, right? Central to that allegory was the question of what's real and how we know it, right? Escaping the cave, escaping the realm of illusions and moving into the realm of truth and light. Right. So a very foundational and important area of academic philosophy. It studies all sorts of questions about the nature of reality and existence, and you can check out the closely related field ontology, the study of being, for example. But it's going to worry about all sorts of issues related to the nature of reality. So even as just as simple of a question as what is real, so what sorts of things exist versus what sorts of things have been made up. So the question of God's existence is a metaphysical question there. So what's the nature of time and space? Another central idea. What is a person? What am I? What makes me up? My body or my thoughts? What is consciousness? And how does the mind, which is often described as a non-physical substance, how does that relate to my physical body? What, if anything, makes me the same person so that I have the same identity over time? Do human beings have any free will, or are all of our actions determined to occur? Are any values, moral, political, or aesthetic, a part of objective reality? So all sorts of questions fall under this field. Anytime we're asking anything about what the nature of reality is or what's real, we're doing metaphysics. And so, again, our examination of it's going to focus on a few key issues that I thought would be of interest to a large number of people. We're going to look at the philosophy of mind, including the mind-body problem. So that's the issue of how the non-physical mind, if we have one, relates to a physical body. Along with that issue, we're also going to discuss the possibility of AI consciousness, or the idea that AI could have a mind or be a conscious being equivalent to an intelligent person, a conscious person, right? And then lastly, we'll look at the simulation argument. Could it be the case that reality is like a big simulation and that we exist in something like a simulation, right? So again, the question of whether reality is like digital information in some way. Is that what best characterizes the reality in which we exist, right? So these are all metaphysical issues, questions about the nature of reality and existence. And we'll start it off here with the philosophy of mind.